He is number 634, nicknamed Popeye. I recognize him by his somewhat blonde ears and his upturned muzzle. So for me, he has a fairly distinctive face. He's a very classic-looking brown or grizzly bear with that dinner plate shaped face with that projecting muzzle, prominent brow ridge. He always seems to have a very thick fur coat. A lot of the adult males, are covered in scars and wounds that are fairly conspicuous. Popeye, for some reason, just doesn't show those nearly as much. I'm sure he has some of those hiding. Behind him is a younger bear, probably an older juvenile bear, which we call sub-adult bears. But that's one I don't recognize immediately, but we'll take maybe a closer look at that bear a little bit later on. Popeye right now just examining some scraps in the river. There's actually many salmon carcasses in the bottom of the stream, right where he's standing. Now the behavior of the bears really does tell us a lot about their level of hunger. Popeye moving very slowly in the river, examining salmon carcasses, not showing a lot of interest. You can see that bear behind him, though, that smaller bear, jumping and pouncing. So this is a bear that has not had as many fish in its stomach today as some of these other adults that we've been watching. And each one of these fishing locations takes practice. You really do have to practice to get good at it. Younger bears, we'll see them practicing at different locations as long as space is available for them. And when they learn to fish the certain fishing spots, they will come back to those frequently. So as this bear ages into an adult, perhaps we will see it fishing the far pool. You can see this bear also stripping the skin off of the fish. Again, that's a caloric part of the salmon. Pulling the head off, it's a little hard to see, because it is that bear is across the river. Extremely hungry bears will eat their food in less than a minute, which is kind of amazing when you consider just how big the salmon are. They're 4 to 8 pounds on average. 4,500 calories on average as well. So when these bears are catching 10, 20 fish a day, many of them, this is tens of thousands of calories that you're taking in. Now our cast of characters is going to shift throughout the broadcast. Number 480, Otis, actually. I'm probably not going to be able to see him very easily, but he's moving through the grass away from me here. Looking like his stomach was quite distended